Hey guys, we are back with some more New Jersey Devils franchise mode, and the majority of the comments from the last video told me to restart the GM mode and have Besser, Keller, and Samsonov on their proper teams, which they are. So I'll show you that right now in this trade screen here, just so that I can confirm it. So Arizona, Keller should be there. Yep, there he is right there. And Washington, Samsonov should be there on a 3-year deal. All these guys are on a 3-year deal. Yep, there you go. Samsonov and not Winnipeg. Come on up. Vancouver. And forwards. Besser is right there. So did what the majority of guys said, and plus I like a little challenge here, especially with New Jersey, with the roster I'm so familiar with. So I figured why not, and as I said, the majority of you guys wanted it anyway. So we are going to restart the scouting here since this is, after all, a new file. So we are going to go for forwards for 6 weeks, WHL. There you go. And I do want to make a trade right off the bat here that I have written down. It's going to be to Winnipeg. And to Winnipeg is going to be Mike Camilleri and Ben Lovejoy. So here's the reason why this would make sense. Well, hold on. Let's add what we're taking first from Winnipeg. And all it would be is a first-round draft pick. So Winnipeg wants to give up their first. They want Ben Lovejoy. They don't want Camilleri. But when you take a look at their roster here, and the game says they're hopeful, right, too? And they have a salary cap available. And when you take a look at their overall forwards, they have 89, 89, 87, 87, 85, 84, right? So that if they want to really compete for the playoffs, for a playoff spot, I mean, they'll probably be in the playoffs, but if they really want to compete in the playoffs, then the addition of Mike Camilleri might be very useful to them to complete that second line with Little and Ehlers, right? So, and then all they really need is a goaltender, but we're not trading them Schneider, just to be clear right now, because this will put us, I believe, below the cap floor. I think we'll have like 24 million remaining in salary cap after this trade. So here we go. And yeah, we need to call some players up. So there you go. Trade went through. Perfect. And we need to, as I mentioned, call some players up. So let's see. I think it's going to be Ovi too, because I want, not Stollery, I want Santini to play down here in the minors a little bit, because he tends to develop a little bit better down here in the minors. So I'll call up Ovi too. Hold on. Got to mark him there. And I guess we'll call up Nason. Yep, there you go. And are we still below the salary cap floor? It looks like we are. So I'm going to just do best lines here for a second. And then, yeah, I mean, look at that. So let's put Wood over here. Let's put Zaka right here. Smith-Pelly over here. Nason and Blandisi can stay on the fourth line. Lappin. Yeah, Lappin, I think, can... What do we do here? Yeah, Josephson can stay there. Bennett's kind of useless. Honestly, he's probably not going to develop. So, yeah, as you can see, boys, we're going full-on rebuild here. The only reason we can't trade Schneider right now and all of those guys, we could probably get more for them in free agency, or not free agency, at the draft. And, I mean, come on, this team is already kind of really bad. So I don't think we'll get any higher than like 28th in the league. And remember, this is a draft where Nolan Patrick and Nico Hischier could go anywhere from first to like 5th or even 6th, 7th. So, and guys like Velarde and Comtois could drop as low as 10th. So really, we have nothing to worry about, honestly, I don't think. And we can just trade them at the draft anyway. So, and as I said, we are probably way below the cap floor. So honestly, we have nothing to worry about. in terms of needing to tank. Like, the team's already pretty much bad enough on its own to tank. So you know what? Actually, what do I want to do? I'm going to turn off automated goalie rotations so that Wedgwood gets a lot of the playing time this year. I'm not saying that we're going to completely sit Schneider, but I do want to give Wedgwood some time so that we can have the tank go a little easier than if we were to play Schneider the entire time. And if you're playing Schneider the entire time, you know, the ultimate goal is to get the first overall pick. But I don't mind if we have one of the top five. You know, top five in this draft is really good. So we're gonna put Wedgwood there to start the season, and then we'll switch out Schneider. Like, if when Wedgwood gets, let's say, 5 losses or 3 losses, then we'll throw Schneider in there for a couple of games, just so that his morale doesn't drop, and so that he still has his trade value by the end of the year, or by the draft. So also, I think offensively and defensively, I want to put. I don't think I should diminish Green's value any more than it already is, because he's on a $5 million deal for the next 4 years. That takes me to at least 37. Yeah, we'll just play Green. We'll put Moore down here. We'll put Proud up here. Yeah, that's really about it in terms of. Should I split Prout and OV2 up? I don't know. I feel like the simulation would just be better if Moore and Merrill were divided, actually. So you know what? Yeah, I'll go back to that, because as I mentioned, we want to tank as much as we can this year without going below the salary floor. Zajac, I do want to trade at the draft, because we're already like at 24 mil in cap space, so we'll wait on trading him. But I do want to trade him. I'll just make that clear right now. I do want to trade him. I do want to trade Green, and I do want to trade Schneider by the draft. So just making that clear right now. I don't think any of those players, are going to be here after this year. So let's just. I think that's it. Man, I'm gonna go back into edit lines one more time here, boys. I just gotta make sure that everyone is in a good spot. So Zaka, yep. Wood, yep. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Power play. Let's see. I really want, Severson over here. All right. So I want to give Zaka and Wood some time on the power play. So take Bennett off. Zaka on there, and then take Smith Pelly off, and then put Wood there. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, should I put one of these guys over here instead of Hall? Spread out the scoring a little bit. No. That would help out the simulation, I think. So I'll just put these guys with Zajac. Green. You know what? I'll take Green off the power play. I'll put OV2 there. And then Merrill. I'll leave Merrill on there. Taking off Green is going to hurt the simulation a lot anyway. So let's see. Henrique and Hall. You there. And Zajac, Palmieri, no to Palmieri. I'm going to put Zaka there. And then penalty kill wise, Wood is already there. I'm going to put Zaka here too. Got to develop Wood and Zaka as much as we can here, because, really lacking here. Henrique, I don't want Henrique on the penalty kill. Again, got to tank as much as we can. I'll put Joseph. Wait, is Joseph already there? Yeah. I'll put. Who else can I put here? I will put Lappin there. There you go. We're really trying to tank as much as we can here, boys. I'll put Severson up here. I wanted to play as much as possible. Merrill, yeah, Moore, and then Prout, short. All right, so Severson over here. And was Merrill? Yeah, Merrill was over here. Take Henrique off. I will put, you know what, I'll put Wood. And instead of Joseph and Zaka, got to give those youngins as much time as we can. And All right, so there you go. Special teams. And that looks good for the most part. And then Josephson and let's see, Zaka, yeah. And then 3-on-3. That looks good. Extra attackers. Yeah, I mean, we'll take off Henrique. I'll put Josephson there. And I'll put, instead of Hall, I will put, let's see. I will put Smith Pelly. So really trying to tank as much as we can here without making it seem obvious so that maybe, the league recognizes that we're not exactly tanking, but we are. So I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully we get the first overall pick, but it's not a big deal if we don't. That's the point I'm trying to make here with this roster. So let's get up to the start of the regular season, and let's see. Are we minimum salary cap 54? Yeah, we're under by I think $6 million. So you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna stop the simulation. I'm gonna sign someone in free agency, just so that we don't have to deal with the computer, editing a contract to something that we don't like. So I'm gonna go out there and get. Let's see. You know what? Let's bring Patrick Elias back for 1 year. I think the man deserves it. Got to bring him back to New Jersey for 1 more year before he retires. And let's just get his salary all the way up there. Let's give him $7 million, just so that we have a nice padding for the cap space. And there you go. Let's get Elias back on this team for 1 more year. I think that'd be a nice send-off for him. And although we're not going to, I don't think we'll, should we play him? You know what? I'll put him on the 4th line just so that, yeah, there you go. Elias is back, boys. So, obviously, only staying for 1 year, but, we needed to fill out the cap a little bit anyway. So I figured why not bring a Devils legend back, and we'll put him, I guess, on the 4th line instead of Nason. And we'll put Elliot. Is he a center? Is he in the minors? Yeah, he might be, because I don't see him in the forwards there. Yeah, he's probably in the minors. Let's bring him up. And yeah, things are looking good so far. Yep, Elias was in the minors. Okay. And send down Nason. Call up Elias. Very nice. All right. So he's not going to be playing power play or anything. I wouldn't imagine. I don't want him to help out the simulation too much. I just want him to be in there mainly to, have a nice send off. We'll Smith Pelly, Josephson. You know what? Should I center him with Wood? You know what? That'd be good. That'd be good, because then he could help out Wood to grow, and Smith Pelly, yeah, I like that. So, yeah, that looks a little better. So hopefully that works out for that line. That works out for Wood, and hopefully Elias is happy here during his last year in the NHL, I would imagine. So let's get right on back into the simulation. We should be at the cap floor now. There you go. Nice loss. Another loss against the Rangers. Shootout loss. And let's see, Philadelphia. We're actually 3-2-1 in the preseason. It's a bit concerning. But 3-3-1. We end the preseason. Very nice. So, yeah, start of the regular season. Let's get going here, boys. I'm going to keep it on this screen for now, just so that, yeah, I want to simulate, slow sim this game against the Panthers just to see how we're doing. All right, first period, yep, Bjugstad on Wedgwood. Second period, Eliage, in his return, gets a goal on Luago, but Keith Yandel scores on Wedgwood. Of course, Taylor Hall at the end of the third scores on Luago. Overtime, shootout. All right, good. Derek McKenzie on Wedgwood. So that's good. We lost in overtime. We actually have the most points in our division right there. That's probably the only time you'll see that throughout this entire season. So I'm going to go another, I'm going to say 4 games with Wedgwood in there, and then we'll rotate Schneider in there for 1 or 2 games. Again, just so that he doesn't lose his morale. You know, we don't need that. And again, we are trading him by the end of the season. We just, you know, we can't go below the floor. And why are we winning games? Oh my goodness. maybe I do have to trade Schneider or Green or someone like that. Because it's been Wedgwood playing that entire time. He hasn't lost a game in regulation. That's a bit concerning. Okay, so maybe guys like Zajac are helping the simulation out a little bit. So you know what? If we could get some salary back, if we could trade Zajac now and then get some salary back for him for a player that's a lot worse, and then maybe a draft pick as well, I think that would work out. So let's see. Because we have to stay above 18 million of cap space available. So let's see. Zajac, there you are. Let's just look for all the teams here. I'm not going to, look for a team that necessarily wants Zajac. I mean, I guess we'll start out that way, but yeah, most of the teams that want Zajac are over the cap anyway, so we wouldn't be able to do a trade like that with those teams. Yeah, LA's over the cap. They're over the cap. They're over the cap. They're slightly over the cap, but nonetheless over the cap. Let's see. I want a player that's around Zajac's contract. Oh, you know what? I just got an idea. Columbus. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. David Clarkson. 5.25. Although for the next 4 years, I don't know. But the point in this trade is that we're making our team worse so we can tank a little bit. Because Zajac does appear to be affecting the simulation a little bit. And I could always buy out Clarkson too if I have to. And the real purpose of this trade is to get value out of Zajac and to make our tank a lot easier. So let's get a draft pick in there. Yeah, and Columbus wants to give up their draft picks too. So this will be pretty good. All right, so they don't want to. That's not going to work. I'll put in a second and a third there. That should work. It's just Clarkson with the 4 years. I don't know. What about Hartnell? No. He would affect the simulation too much. He's like an 84 or 85, right? So, you know what? I like this trade. Again, not because of Clarkson, but because of the draft picks and because we are affecting the simulation in a negative way, which right now is good, which is a W basically for the offseason. So there you go. Okay. All right, so that's clear that that's not happening. Let's try someone like Green. Let's try trading any Green here. Yeah, and the Blue Jackets want Green too, so this might work out. This might work out right here. So let's put Clarkson back in there, and then we'll get the picks in there as well. For some reason, they don't want to give up Clarkson, but whatever. And so bringing Clarkson back to New Jersey. But again, the main purpose here is to get some draft picks and to make our team a little worse. So will this go through? It will. Okay. Perfect. Again, main point of this trade is to make our team worse and get draft picks. So I think we accomplished that. So Clarkson back in the Devils uniform. Probably not for long, but nonetheless, he's back, and we need to call up a defenseman. So I guess Santini can play. He's -4 down there in the minors. You know what? No. I gotta let Santini develop. I'll call Pelagis in for now. There you go. And I will send down Clarkson. Unless that will put us... Would that put us below the cap? No, it wouldn't. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, whatever, Clarkson. You're leaving after this year anyway. You're going to get bought out. All right, I shouldn't have done that. Now I got to change the lines up all again. And Eliage down here. Josephson down here. Zaka there. Lappin down here. Yep, that'll work. Yep. And then... Right. Yep, more. Over to Prout. Yeah, that looks good. And then special teams. Again, I want to give Wood and Zaka some time. You know what? I'll just edit this out. I'll be right back. All right, so we are back. Did all the line changes. And Schneider still hasn't lost any morale from not playing yet, so I'll keep him out, and I'll see how those line changes and that trade affects the simulation. It should affect it in a negative way because we got rid of our tied for top 2 defensemen, which is ridiculous. 85 overall in Andy Green. So now the best defenseman we have is Damon Severson, 85 as well, but he's young, so we'll hold on to him. Man, why are we winning games? Why? And we don't even have Schneider in there. We have Wedgwood. All right. Let's go another 4 games, and if we keep winning, then I might have to, I don't know, I might have to make a trade. Yeah, I might have to trade Zajac, because this team, all right, there we go, 7-1 loss. Maybe this is just a little bit of early luck here, early good luck for the winning column that we're having here. So hopefully that good luck dies down, because again, we want to tank as much as we can. What is going on? Okay. 8-2-2. What? What is going on with this team? I don't understand. We should be tanking. We're up there tied with Pittsburgh, for God's sakes. I mean, all with 18 points. How? Oh, for God's sake. How in God's name does Eliage have 16 points on the third line? He doesn't have any power play time. What is going on? What? Are you telling me? EA Sports, are you telling me 6 players on this team have over a point a game play? I'm at a loss for words. What is going on with this team? John Moore has 8 points. Zajac with 7. Oh my God! And it's not even the guys that were playing like full time either. It's like it's Wood, Smith, Pelly, Eliage has 16 points. How is that possible? I mean, I guess that's a good send off for him, but still, he's getting so many points. Oh man, this has got to be a stroke of luck or something, boys, because only Wedgwood has played so far, and his save percentage isn't even that good. Oh man, our forwards are really carrying us. What is going on? This is ludicrous. This is ludicrous right here. Eliage with 16 points. Wood with 15. What is going on? New Jersey, you're supposed to be tanking. I don't even know what to say, boys. I guess we'll keep going. I don't know. This team is confusing. I really don't know what to make of this right now, so we'll just keep simulating. Hopefully our winning luck comes to an end, but that's all I can think of right now because this team should be garbage. This team should be absolute garbage, but we're winning games. Dallas, 3-0 loss. All right, good. Anaheim, let's see. Oh, 5-1 win. How? This team should be garbage. We should be at the bottom of the league right now, and we're winning games. 5-2 loss against San Jose. Nice. Toronto, a 3-2 win. Detroit, 5-2 loss. All right, good. Why are we winning games? Why are we 13-5-3? Why are we 14-5-3? Oh my God, this team's confusing. What is going on? How in God's name is this team 14-5-3? Can someone explain this? Like, seriously? 28 points for Taylor Hall. Let's see. 22 games. 22 games. We still have 3 players who are above a point-a-game player. Miles Wood is basically a point-a-game player. Same with Paul Mary. Devontae Smith-Pelly almost. Zajac is at 11. I mean, my God. What is with this team right now? I don't understand. We're supposed to be bad. This is peculiar, boys. I don't know what to make of this. Because our goaltender isn't doing too well either, Scott Wedgwood. What is going on with this team? I don't even know. Let's check out the team stats. Maybe that'll say something. Goals for per game. I mean, we're scoring at will. What is going on with this team? All right. I mean, at least we're bad defensively, but man, we are just scoring goals left and right. I don't understand. I really don't. Penalty kill wise, I mean, we're up there. We're tied for second in our division. Carolina's way up there, but man, why are we winning games? Why in God's name are we winning games? I'm a bit nervous now for the rebuild, boys. I'm a bit nervous because I know this team can't keep up this pace for that long, but it seems like we are. Like our veterans, like Taylor Hall, Henrique, Eliage, are getting it done for some reason, and I don't know why. Because Wedgwood's been in there the entire year, and Schneider hasn't even lost any morale for not playing. What is wrong with this team? I mean, wrong as in like, why are we doing so good? I really don't. I don't understand why. Why is Elias getting so many points next to Devontae Smith-Pelly and Miles Wood? Like, and why is, more importantly, why does Miles Wood have a point a game on the third line next to Elias and Smith-Pelly? This doesn't even make any sense, boys. I don't. And then Zanka has 9 points, and then Zajac 11, Bennett with 5. And then the first line, just 28 points for Hall, 26 for Henrique, and 20 for Paul Mary. What is going on? What about the defensive core? 4 points. So it's not even our defensive core that's chipping in. That's chipping in offensively. It's just our forwards that are contributing offensively. My God, what is going on? What? You know what? I'm gonna stop it here, boys. I don't even know what to. My brain is kind of like is stopping. The gears are stopping right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. You guys have to tell me what we should do, because this team just. I thought that would be enough to tank. I really did. But now we're in a position where we're literally competing for first place in our division more than 20 games in. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll leave it there. You guys got to tell me what we should do, because at this point, I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this team. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. You guys got to let me know, because this is really, this team, just as I've said, this team confuses me. So you guys got to help out, because I don't know what to make of this. I really, really do not. See you guys in the next one. My God, this team is ridiculous.